Is the real estate market here in the Tacoma Pierce County area crashing and burning, or is it on fire? There's only one way to find out, and that's to get your news and information here. My name is George Rodriguez with eXp Realty, and allow me a few moments today to be a realtor. Let's take a look at Pierce County as a whole so we can take a whole general consensus of the numbers and then break it down to Tacoma and Puyallup to get an overall feeling of what is actually happening in terms of numbers in the last 30 days. The total number of sales for Pierce County is going to be sitting at 1,070 with an average day on market sitting at 20.72 days with an average median sale price sitting at $583,000. This is going to be a lot faster in terms of what we've been seeing in terms of the entire capsule of the year. So homes are moving a lot faster even though we have the stressors of what's going on in the economy as well as today's current mortgage rates. For the last 30 days when it comes to Tacoma, we're sitting at a total number of sales at 334, an average day on market sitting at 18.45 days, with the average median sale price sitting at $513,000. This is going to be $70,000 below the Pierce County average. Now let's move over to Puyallup. The total number of sales for Puyallup is sitting at 180, an average day on market at 16.61 days, and their average median sale price is going to be a little bit higher than Tacoma, and they are sitting at $542,000. The biggest thing that I want you to pay attention to is going to be the average day on market, because properties are not sitting for very long because there is just not enough inventory. So when there is something good, everyone loves it, and that is the issue that we're all facing, because those that have been waiting the entire year to purchase are now coming into the time where it's the summer, there's no school, there is nice beautiful weather, and everyone has engagements that allow them to actually move from their current location. If you are ready to purchase, make the conscious decision to be ready, because those next to you that are ready to do the same are not waiting very long. So we have the statistics for the last 30 days, but we need some current context to actually answer the question for you and I about what's actually happening now. In the market watch for the last 7 days, in Pierce County, we're looking for new listings at 281, back on market at 35, list price reductions at 149. I honestly see a lot more of these price reductions coming soon. List price increases sitting at 20, contingent 19, expired 17, pending at 390. So these 390 homes have now taken a offer on their property, and listings sold. So this is going to be sitting at 306. And this is essentially actually the transactions that have actually processed through, typically within 30 days, and listings canceled sitting at 20. So they're either taking the property off for personal reasons or they weren't able to sell. But that doesn't matter to us because we're going to continue on with these data points. Let's say you're going to be in the market to actually purchase in the next coming months, this year, or even right now. This is what I would tell you if you were my client, and this is how we consistently actually break the bubble if someone's ready or not ready to proceed forward. So just to give it to you straight, there's never a perfect time to purchase real estate, meaning the only way we know if our decision was actually the right one is a few years later we look back at our previous decision to see if we were correct. Now, for those that have purchased properties the last few years, even 5-6 years ago, they all won. And waiting for the crash will never do you a service, because your properties will always be worth more when you're ready to purchase. So you missed out on the equity as well as the purchase price being even higher. So if you're ready to proceed forward emotionally, you're ready to proceed forward financially, then you're able to actually purchase a property with confidence and then refinance later when the rates come down. Unfortunately, with the current landscape that we have, you are battling the teeter-totter system of high prices and high rates because of where we are economically. In most cases, when the rates come down, the prices will go up even further because now people are able to actually afford a higher purchase price because the rates have come down. So if you're actually able and willing to purchase now, you're going to have the best ability to actually be able to purchase a home without having to compete in the future with your buddy to your left and to your right. The ultimate decision is yours, and of course, it's not a sexy one, but it's what we have to work with overall. My contact information is going to be down below, so if you would like a listing consultation to ensure that you're getting the step-by-step process correct, as well as the highest amount of money in return for actually selling your property in this marketplace, you know what to do. Don't be shy. I will get back to you. I feel like the most important thing we have to take a look at is going to be the mortgage rates that we are currently facing today. The reason why I say facing is because they're not exciting to look at right now, okay? Let's bring up today's current mortgage rates, and this is going to be from Zillow, okay? So this is going to be the little estimation of what we are getting for financing. It says the national 30-year fixed mortgage rates go down to 6.86%. Hey, that's comedy right there. So now let's go ahead and look down a little bit further. So now let's take a look at the conforming loans for the 30-year conventional fixed rate. We're looking at a 6.86% interest rate with the last week going up 0.37%. And then as we go down to the government-backed loans, which are going to be your FHA and your FHA loan is sitting at a 6.02 with a 1-week change of 0.19% increase. And then for a VA loan, they're actually going to be surprisingly higher than the FHA loan, sitting at 6.12% with an increase of 0.24%. It's pretty insane when you take a look at these interest rates, but of course that is what we are facing with today's economy and what we are facing overall when it does come to, unfortunately, financing today's real estate. Now that we've seen the current mortgage rates, I want to give you my personal opinion of real estate in this current landscape. Personally, I believe that if rates continue to increase, the sellers are going to have to end up decreasing their sell points. The reason why I say that is because in the beginning of the year and end of last year, December to January, rates were actually around the same target point of where they are now in terms of real estate, but now people have been more adjusted to actually paying these high prices. But if interest rates do continue to go higher, which the Fed has said they're going to be doing 2 more increases this year of 0.25 basis points, could be higher depending on the economic data that comes out, I do believe that sellers are going to have to adjust their sale prices because unfortunately with these high rates, people will not be able to afford the purchase price, and that's what sellers, and my end when I was selling homes in the beginning of this year, that we actually had to do and adjust to, because honestly the buyers in this current landscape just couldn't afford the sale prices of what the sellers were asking. I mean, that's my personal opinion, but of course things do change. Of course, every month we can't predict the future, but being in my end, if you are actually able to purchase a property here in this current landscape, you're not going to have very much for competition, and if you do, it's going to be very rare, unfortunately, because of how high these rates have gotten back up to. And with where we are now, being able to take advantage of this situation allows you to have a more advantageous contract that will better suit you as a buyer instead of the seller. But with the current landscape of the inventory, it's going to be deemed a seller's market because they do control the cards in terms of being able to dictate terms, because there's just not a lot of properties out there, which is why you've seen that properties have moved beneath 20 days on market in our current marketplace. So I was able to get you all the information that you're going to need to actually assist you moving forward to understand what's actually happening in this marketplace. But let's get into some fun stuff. Let's get into the most expensive property that was sold here in the Pierce County area for $2.85 million. So let's see what that gets you for in this area. First picture they're going to show us is going to be a scenic ambiance of the view that you get with your property. Now, next up, let's move. Now, this is going to be the exterior shot of your home. Of course, I am going to be curious myself being an agent if there was a better opportunity to get an overall front view of this home. But of course, that's me being critical, but they sold the home, so who am I? Next up, we're going to have a showing of the entry point to your property. And this nice little ambiance view you have in the back point is going to be the, what's it called? Twilight photo setting. It's a beautiful thing, beautiful edit. It does help your marketing a lot more. Next up, we're going to have the center point of the property. It's going to be your living room. You're going to have these nice open glass windows to assist you in getting an even more incredible view of your exterior property. Now, another shot. Nice little edited fireplace. It would be a beauty if you ever get that big of a fire, but I'd be kind of worried if this fire was going off like that in this home. Next up, same thing. Of course, this is the first time I'm going through these photos with you. Because I'll be honest, I haven't seen these before. Now, you're going to have a second fireplace with a nice little elegant chandelier for your living area. And you do have an exterior deck as well. So it does have some nice little showing for you to actually get some nice breeze of the PNW, the Pacific Northwest, if you know what that means. Another shot. And now you're going to have your nice secondary living room, I guess you could say, with these nice panels above to give you some additional natural light of your living space. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay. Ooh, what is that? Hey, if someone could tell me in the comments what this is, I'd greatly appreciate it because that looks pretty dope. Okay. All right. Ooh, a little office room. So now I do like the elegance of this. This gives me Game of Thrones vibes. You know, just makes me want to pull the sword out of my little sheath. Next. What else we got here? Another photo. Third fireplace. Okay. And the kitchen. For $2.85 million, huh? They got a pretty OG kitchen right here. All right, it's pretty basic. Next. Okay. All right. Gas stove. You know, man, for $2.85. Okay, yes, not in so your living spaces, I mean, in your living rooms and in your master bedroom, you're gonna have a lot of glass windows to give you that natural light feel. Okay, that's gonna be the gate to Gig Harbor, going that way. So this has to be Gig Harbor over here. Pool in the back. Okay. All right. All right, guys. I'll be honest, man. Ooh, that's probably the best part of the house right there. Okay, so this is, ooh, my wife would love this. This wine cellar. Okay, this is probably the best little point of the house. Okay, you have a little secret door. I wonder where that thing goes. You got like 5 fireplaces here. You have a second kitchen right here. So you can use this as a bar area. This has to be a downstairs living area. Okay. But look, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you don't, okay, you got a barn. Okay, you have these little outhouse buildings. Okay, little windmill. Okay, you're gonna be out there getting it. Look, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you, man. I'm not feeling it. 2.85. Not feeling it. It's nice property though, you know, but it's not me. If you found anything within this video at all helpful, do not hesitate to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as leave a comment section down below if you would like me to take a look at any specialized areas in this marketplace to assist you going forward. My name is George Rodriguez with eXp Realty, and you have a good day.